All right, welcome back. Today, I've got the absolute pleasure of having Ivan Munner here on the channel. And Ivan, so that I do not completely pronounce your name wrong or even get your history wrong, if you can you give us a bit of an update on you and your life in the last 30 seconds, especially around affiliate marketing?
Of course, yeah. So first of all, thank you, Aaron, for having me on. I have seen some of your videos. Awesome, top-notch, high quality, awesome Google Ad videos. So it's an honor to be here. And even though my name is spelled Ivan, it's actually pronounced Ivan. So I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry, I got that wrong already.
oh yeah, no worries. But yeah, so my name's Ivan. I've been doing affiliate marketing for the past 7 years now. I started with Google Ads. That was my very, very first traffic network. And then I learned and got into Microsoft, Facebook, some native ads. And I've just been doing that for the past 7 years now. So a little something
Okay.
about me.
Amazing. All right, now let's get into the Google Ads thing. So you did mention that obviously you are using a lot of other channels. We can speak about those, but obviously we will be focusing a lot in and around Google Ads and affiliate marketing. But I want to start straight away with what is probably the biggest misconception that you think that people don't understand about affiliate marketing, and especially as the affiliate marketer.
Okay. So from the affiliate marketing side with Google Ads, the common misconception I'd say in general with affiliate marketing is that it's an overnight success. You can have an overnight success with affiliate marketing. I have a lot of messages saying, Ivan, here's my last $100. Which course should I buy? Or which
Yeah,
campaign should I run with my last $100? And my response is always don't buy my course, don't invest any of it in these campaigns. Get a job first, get a full steady income. So that's, I'd
yeah,
say, the common misconception. And actually, some of the ads are to blame because when I first started, some of the ads I've been seeing are grandma makes $10,000 in 2 days, find out how. So it
yeah.
gives that idea to people that that's exactly what they're going to do the first 2 days that they're going to start with affiliate marketing, which is not at all the case.
Yeah, that's so true. And one of the common themes that I've really had over my working career is someone said it to me in my 20s, and it's just always stuck with me in life. And that's that people overestimate what they can achieve in 1 year, but they underestimate what they can achieve in 10.
Mm,
And that's really, come from true. I'm sure your story would be the same as well when we look at, how much, when you look at it, I mean, there's so much more to life and wealth than just how much you earn. But in terms of earning capacity, it's not a 10% every year. It's like it sort of goes along, and then when
yeah,
you really get lock into your skill set, it can really boom in one or 2 years.
precisely.
No,
Yeah,
that's great
100%.
advice. Okay, so can you now then probably a big part of affiliate marketing, from my understanding, where a lot of people make mistakes, is that they're choosing the wrong products to market. So could you walk me through the Avan Mana process for selecting an affiliate marketing product? What's a winning product look like to you?
Yeah. So to me, a winning product is one that has a lot of demand. So I look at if you are familiar with ClickBank, it's a popular affiliate network, or any variation of ClickBank, Max Bounty, Digistore. There's this thing called Gravity Score, which basically says how many affiliates have successfully sold at least one of the product in the past 30 days or so. And so I like to
Mhm.
pick the products that have not only the highest gravity score, but also products in the niches that are in the most demand, which is health, wealth, and
Yeah.
relationships. So even though there's going to be a lot more competition, for me, these are the products that I like to select because I know that there's also going to be a lot of buyers as well.
Yeah.
And so, in addition to that, I like to pick products that pay out over $100 commission, at least. The higher, the better. Just because I've noticed that whether it's a $5 product, a product that pays you $5 versus a product that pays you $100, I noticed that it's pretty much the same. You have the same conversion rate, regardless of how much commission the product pays you.
Okay. No, that's yeah. And one of the things I've always seen, I know, like for when I got into the Google Ads sort of YouTube space, everyone was saying, well, it's too oversaturated. But I just thought, well, that's a great thing because you want to be where there is competition, and otherwise, if no one's searching for it, you can't work magic.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. So,
All right. So one of the common things that I do sometimes hear about affiliate marketing Google Ads is especially that they're seeing campaigns are blocked by Google. So could you just walk me through, one, how often does that happen? And two, why does it happen?
yeah. How often does that happen? Honestly, I don't think that often, as much as people might
Yeah.
think. And there's an illusion for why it happens so often, and that's because you mostly hear from the people who had their account suspended. You don't hear from people who don't have their accounts suspended because they have nothing to complain about. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it happens too often. Granted, I don't know how many Google Ad users there are, but of course it does happen and it's a problem. And when you ask me why it happens, unfortunately, I can't give you an answer. I can give you some kind of tips for the best things you can do to avoid it.
Yes.
But I even had a family member. I helped create a family member create a campaign, or wanted to create a campaign with Google Ads so we could run some campaigns. I could show them how to make money online. And as soon as they created an account, even before adding their payment details, before adding any campaign, the account was suspended right off the bat.
Yeah.
And we submitted an appeal and eventually we got the account back. But things like this happen and they cannot be explained. There are just so many factors that go into account suspensions that you won't even have control over.
Yeah. So essentially, if you're just following the main things, like obviously making sure that I would say the biggest thing would be taking people through to the wrong website. In effect of, they're not the whole process isn't completed on the website. Would probably be the biggest thing that I would see as a problem, because Google doesn't like circumventing policies and things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
that would probably be the biggest. Probably the other thing that I would say as well, that would, from things that I've looked at as well, is just poor quality websites, in the sense of they're using cheaper landing pages that don't have a robust security. So that would probably be the two things I would look at there. Okay. Oh, that's good to know. All right. Now let's talk about what success looks like as an affiliate marketer. So you mentioned, obviously, I completely agree with you that, affiliate marketing is not an overnight success. But when you've selected some products, can you just walk me through the process of how you start putting together your campaigns?
Okay. So when we're talking about Google Ads specifically, I like to start with the lowest hanging fruit, which is search campaigns. Um,
Yeah.
there's a limit as to how much can go wrong with those. You don't have to be a master copywriter for basic search ads. You're giving people what they're already looking for. So when it comes to my process for the affiliate side on Google Ads, the first thing I like to do is, of course, pick a product. I'm going to decide on what it
Yeah.
is I'm going to promote. So let's suppose on ClickBank, there was a product called Resurge a long time ago, which was some weight loss pill. So that would be my step one, is find a product that meets my criteria of high demand, paying out decent commissions, not like $5 commissions, because the cost per click now for Google Ads, Microsoft Ads has drastically increased over the past few years,
Yeah.
at least from what I've noticed. You know, my second step is creating some sort of website or landing page. So before I used to do landing pages, I used to focus on those, and some of them still do work. I do see some people find success with just landing pages. I have some case studies of people just having a landing page with a lot of information, of course. It's not just like an email
Yeah.
submit form. But lately, I've shifted more towards a website, specifically a review website. Those
Yeah.
I found to do pretty well. So my second step is building out a website for that product, like a review site. So I have some
Yeah.
templates that I use. I just plug in the word research, the name of the product, give some testimonials, things like that, and just build the site, right? And then the third step is actually create the campaign. So I go to Google, click the little plus sign, and build a search campaign with keywords relevant to that specific product that I'm promoting. And then that's pretty much it. So it's, I'd say, a three-step process for
Okay.
creating and building out.
Is there any sort of strategies you use in and around capturing people who don't buy the first time? So obviously, down either the remarketing path or on the actual website, are you trying to get their details or anything like that so that you can market to them via email, or it's purely just capture them on the website?
Yeah, so I have both methods. Mainly for my website, for my products that I'm promoting, I do, of course, capture emails. I think capturing emails is
Yeah.
absolutely essential for the same reason that you just said, that people who don't buy the
Yeah.
first time, they buy later. And I think some stats say like 96% of people don't buy the first time they visit your site.
Yeah.
So it gives you more of a reason. Right now, I just go with the easy route, which is just sending people straight to the offer from my review site. So I give a
Yeah.
suggestion, I write a review, a blog post, and then I say, hey, if you guys want to learn more, check out this site. And then I link directly to there. However, I did a lot of the time in a lot of my campaigns capture email leads. Yes. And then one of the
Yeah.
safer strategies actually on Google, one of your previous questions, how can you be safe, is actually if you have a website or a landing page, you'd send people to a thank you page, which just says, hey, check
Yeah.
your email to learn more or to get your guide or something. And then in the email is when you can sell to them this affiliate product.
All right. So let's just now go through to your account structure. So you're saying you've got Google Ads in there, but it also says you've also got Microsoft Ads, obviously Meta Ads happening as well. Within Google Ads, do you reach out to other type of campaigns like display or performance max, or are you mainly sticking in the realm of search when it comes to Google Ads?
I always start with search for sure. If I see that a campaign does well, then I like to expand into display campaigns and YouTube campaigns.
Okay. And on the YouTube, let's talk about YouTube now a little bit, because that was one of the next questions I did have. With YouTube, are you mainly going down the shorts realm, or is it sort of in stream videos? Just walk us through your YouTube process that
Mhm.
you found successful for affiliate marketing.
So honestly, I think this depends on your niche because I have found certain
Yeah.
video types will do better in certain niches. For example, for affiliate marketing, if you want to sell an online marketing product or a course or something like that, I noticed showing yourself works the best for this sort of niche.
Yeah.
So if I'm trying to sell my courses or my free guide, if I'm trying to get freebies, then my process would be to record a video of myself talking about whatever it is I want to sell. And in fact, one
Yeah.
of my first sales within the first 6 months or so of doing affiliate marketing was with a video like that, where I talked about
Yeah.
ClickFunnels. And somebody bought a full year supply of ClickFunnels. There was some package where it's like a full year of ClickFunnels access and other things that came with it. And so my one of my first sales was a $400 commission from that $1,000 sale that somebody bought with the video that I had recorded of myself, just genuinely talking about the product, showing how great ClickFunnels was, and I ran ads to that, and that was one of the ads, yeah, that I had for video or YouTube ads.
You may have had the first experience, a similar experience to me as well. That when I first sold my first online product, and it was actually like a tripwire product. It was one of my own products. There was no commission involved. So $49, and then they upsell to a full $500.
Hmm.
Sorry, $500. It ended up being a $500 sale. I still remember that feeling, and you honestly feel like you've invented fire. Like it is an amazing. Did you get a similar experience?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You
Yeah,
start to
yeah.
feel like, hey, this stuff works.
Yeah, yeah, and but I like for me, like now we get sales every hour, but it took, I think I was about 4 months in before we got our first sale,
Yeah,
and it takes time.
yeah, I agree. About the same for me as well. It was about 4 months before I got my first sale too.
Yeah, and that's probably something. I mean, I know you mentioned this in the first answer. I think that's probably something that people watching this to take that as a note is that obviously, for both you and me, we're now working full time in our spaces in the sense of online, but it didn't happen overnight for both of us. Like it
Oh.
was, there's, and even before that, 4 months before we launched, there was for me, because I was doing my own courses, there was probably a 3 month period before then
Mhm.
of writing the course, getting everything up. So it's a long process before you start to actually get some money in the bank.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so we've spoken about the Ivan Mana process, but what advice would you give to someone who's about to start their Google Ads campaign? Is there anything else above, being aware to go slow? But in terms of budgets, do you have any rationale that you use for where you should start your budget?
For budget, I think it's just something you can be comfortable with. I would pick out
Yeah.
an amount that you're okay to potentially lose. Because not only are you just starting out and this is the learning phase for you, but in addition to that, some campaigns will just fail. In fact, the majority of your
Mm,
campaigns will fail. This whole field, this whole niche is about testing and experimenting and digging for the gold. So you have to be prepared to potentially lose the money that you're investing. So for those of you starting out, I would devote however much you're comfortable with potentially actually losing per day as your budget.
If you're obviously happy to share this, off the top of your head, for every 10 products that you launch, how many of them are successful and profitable?
About two or three, I'd say, out
Okay.
of every
So
10
you
products.
essentially,
Mhm.
yeah. So we're essentially still running the 80-20 rule, in that 20% of your 80% of your revenue is coming in from 20% of your products.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Can we now just to finish off? I just wanted to sort of we're going to finish off where we started, and we spoke about what's the biggest misconception about affiliate marketing. You spoke about the fact that you can't make money overnight. For someone who's just starting in affiliate marketing, are you able to give some realistic? I mean, there's always going to be outliers, people who absolutely knock it out of the park, but can you just sort of give a bit of a roadmap to someone who's starting affiliate marketing, what they could expect to earn, after 1 year, 2 year, and 5 years as an average? I know this is going to be a very rough guide.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, after 1 year, I think if you can have $1,000 profit, I think you're on the right track. Because the first year,
Yeah.
me personally, I spent a lot of money just taking courses, investing in ads, just learning. So I spent a lot. So if you can actually spend a lot and recuperate that amount, so get that amount back and win some, to me, that's a win after the first year.
Yeah.
So in
And then
terms
the
of
second year?
second year, I think you could be a little more optimistic. I think you could already see what works and what doesn't. I think five to $10,000 profit should be good. That means
Okay.
you're on the right
And
track,
now
and
let's
you are.
fast forward to 5 years down the track. What's a sort of realistic income that someone could be earning from affiliate
Uh,
marketing with profit?
I think anywhere from fifty to $100,000 in profit should be a good, realistic number that you could hope to achieve, because it can
Okay.
only grow from there, right? Like your skill set will
Yeah.
grow the longer you do it. So I think these
Yeah.
are conservative but realistic numbers that would be good to have, yeah, to aim for.
And then obviously too, I know it probably be a similar situation, when you're looking at 5 years down the track, similar to in the Google Ads field, it really is unlimited, depending on your systems and all of those things. When I say unlimited in the six, the longer that you've been in it, your earning capacity could potentially grow depending on which areas you go into.
Right, exactly. And I would even say it's good to have these goals that we just talked about, the numbers, but I would say focus more on the knowledge and the learning. Focus on that, how much you gain. And with that mindset, that you're working to learn as much as possible, exactly that your potential is infinite to earn later on down the road.
Looking forward over the next 1 to 2 years, are there any sort of predictions or any big changes that we need to be aware of in the space of affiliate marketing?
The only thing I have noticed is that Google has become much more automated, much more
Yeah.
AI suggestion focused. So, I mean, everything has really. So, my assumption is that later on down the road, 1 to 2 years is going to be even more so. And maybe even going further to your question, I think the future of Google Ads is you would just be able to pay only for conversions. So, you maybe tell Google what you want to sell, and they're going to take care of the rest. You don't have to do a single thing. So later on down the road, maybe not in 1 to 2 years, but that's the direction I see us going. More automated. Everything's more
Yeah.
AI.
All right, Ivan, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here. Just for everyone watching, if you go into the description of this video, I'm going to be sharing all of Ivan's profiles where you can see him, where you can see his training on YouTube and all of his other platforms. Ivan, thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you later.
Thank you so much, Aaron.